Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Come on in, say hello. If you're joining me live, do say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. And how was your weekend? I would love to hear all about it and how it went, what you were up to. Here, I spent a little bit of the weekend taking care of a child that didn't feel so well, which was okay. I also started prepping for my Thanksgiving meal, which was a lot of fun. So, yeah, some TLC time, some getting outside and enjoying the sunshine, all the things. So, it was all around, it was a pretty good weekend for sure. I had to spend some time with my daughter because she did come home for the weekend and actually cleaned my office. Yes, it is so nice now to have a very clean office. So part of the day Saturday, I did that, and then I finished it up on Sunday afternoon. So yeah, my office is nice and clean. It was really nice to come to a clean office. So share with me in the comments what your weekend looked like. What did you do? Did you spend some downtime, some TLC time, or did you start prepping for the holiday, Thanksgiving holiday coming up just next week? Oh my goodness, it's upon us. And then, a few weeks after that, it'll be Christmas because the time really does go fast. So I hope you are in holiday mode and preparing for the holiday season. So today we are talking about the importance of building relationships for your business, okay? When you start networking, you have to be sure to build relationships that will help you move your business forward. Now, every single person that you meet, are you going to want to build a very long lasting relationship with them? Probably not. But there are going to be some that you are going to want to build a good foundation and then a long lasting relationship with. Okay. So when you are looking for professionals to connect with, you do not have to look far. Professionals are everywhere. Once you start making the most of your networking efforts, your calendar will fill up quickly. And trust me, it does. This has happened to me for sure. You can gain clients, customers through your networking efforts, as I have in the past. So I know it does work. You do need to build professional relationships and put yourself out there so others will know who you are and what you do. Now, yes, the relationship may start out on a professional basis, but now as the relationship grows, it can also turn into a friendship, which is perfectly fine, right? I do have some professional relationships that started out with professional relationships that has turned into an actual friendship, which is great. And by getting help from others, or power partners, if you will, makes the process go a whole lot more quickly. Let me kind of define what a power partner is for you. A power partner is someone who is going to talk about you and your business when you're not even in the room. Okay. I do have power partners who know me, have known me for a long while. They know exactly what it is that I do. And so if they're talking to others and someone says, one of my goals for 2026 is to hire a virtual assistant, my name is going to come to mind for that person that knows me. And they're going to say, well, let me introduce you to Lisa. She can probably help you. Right? That's what you want. You want to have power partners in your corner as well. Okay. So definitely when you're networking and start those relationships, continue to build on them. It's not a one and done deal. Okay. When you're networking, that's not how it works. You have to introduce yourself and let others know who you are, your name, you're the face of the business, right? So they have to know exactly who you are. Just like me, for instance, yes, Tiger Eye Solution is my business and I'm the face of the business, but now am I the only person from Tiger Eye Solution that works with Tiger Eye Solution clients? No, I'm not, because I have a team of virtual assistants. So based upon whatever the client's needs are, they may or may not work with me directly. They may work directly with one of my team members, depending upon what they need, what type of services it is they need, right? So yes, I own Tiger Eye Solution. I'm the face of Tiger Eye Solution. So yes, they're definitely going to meet me and have a relationship with me, but I may or may not be the one that actually does the work for them. Okay. Again, you have to introduce yourself, let others know who you are, your name, and that you're the face of the business. And this is where a digital handshake is helpful when you're online. Okay. Your digital handshake is the first impression you make in a video call. If you're on a Zoom call at a networking event, you go into the breakout rooms, right? You're doing a digital handshake because you can't physically shake that person's hand, but you are meeting them for the first time and introducing yourself. I'm Lisa DeToffel. I own Tiger Eye Solution. And then I give a little spiel, about Tiger Eye Solution and what we do. I keep it short and simple, and so they can understand it, because they need to introduce themselves to me as well. So you want to make sure you are mindful of the exact amount of time you have in that room so that both parties get to talk. Sometimes there may even be 3 people in the room. So you want to make sure each individual person gets their opportunity to talk and introduce themselves, right? And that is a digital handshake versus an in-person handshake. If you're at an in-person event, you would shake their hand and then introduce yourself, right? I'm Lisa DeToffel from Tiger Eye Solution. And then I tell a little bit about what Tiger Eye Solution does, right? So again, your digital handshake is the first impression you make in a video call. It's the substitute for a physical shaking of hands you'd do if you were meeting face to face. Most importantly, it sets the tone of establishing you as someone who is friendly, professional, and ready to get started, right? To have a good digital handshake, be sure you pay attention, speak clearly when it is your turn to speak, and look directly into the camera when you're talking. Be interactive during the call, ask questions, answer questions if you can, etc. Also, keep yourself on mute when it isn't your turn to talk, so all participants can hear the person speaking clearly. You want to make it as easy as possible for others to know about your business. By being clear when you share about your business, you ensure they know who you are and how you can help them and others. Okay. You could also share a testimonial if possible to show how you have helped other clients or customers. And it can help build the know, like, and trust factor when meeting someone new, right? Get really good at describing what you do by being able to talk about your work with clients and prospects. You'll be able to describe solutions you can provide to help them in their business. You want to give them some thought and practice. Give what you're going to say some thought and practice it out loud to get good at it. And it might seem silly, but believe me, it's worth it. I've done it myself and it works. Okay. So here are a few things you should not do when networking. You should not do these things. Staying silent in the conversation. Don't do that. Yes, you want to be an effective listener for sure when it's someone else's turn to speak, but you also want to make sure that you get your turn to speak and share and introduce yourself, right? Wasting time with unhelpful information. Do not overshare or overtalk when it is your turn to speak, okay? Like I said, keep it short and simple, just like you would if you were in person and shaking hands in person and introducing yourself. I'm Lisa DeToffel from Tiger Eye Solution, a virtual assistant business, and we help clients with blah, blah, blah. It's short and sweet, and it helps them to understand exactly who you are and what you do. You do not want to ask for a job or for work. Please do not do that. That is not what networking is about. All you're doing is introducing yourself and telling them a little bit about what it is you do, okay? Failing to follow up after the meeting with those you just met or that you would like to get to know better. Do not forget to follow up. I promise you, so many people do that one. They forget to do the follow-up after they go to a networking meeting, no matter if it's in person or an online. They forget to follow up with those people they met. Now, if you're like me and you're a part of specific networking organizations in your local area that meet in person, and you go to those same meetings, in-person meetings, then you're going to more than likely meet and see some of the same people. But usually there's going to be a few newbies in the room, okay? When you do go to an in-person networking event, try to meet at least 2 to 3 new people that you've never met before. Yes, you can go have conversations with those that you already know. That's perfectly fine. But make sure you go introduce yourself to new people as well. Make them feel welcome. Make them feel that they made the right decision by coming to that networking event, right? Because if you do go introduce yourself and talk to them, it's going to make them feel, like they're accepted into that group, whether they've made that decision to officially join the group or not. That could help them make that decision to join, right? By you and maybe a few other people as well, making them feel very welcome for their very first visiting that group, that networking group. So those are some networking tips I hope that you will take to heart. I know we're going into the holiday season and you're probably not going to be doing very much networking, or maybe that's all you're going to be doing. Maybe you're taking some time out of your office and you're going to spend more time attending networking events, or even if you go to holiday parties, that's also another opportunity. And sometimes, those are online and in person as well. That's another opportunity to introduce yourself, right? Or at least to share with others about what it is that you do. Because yes, when you go to a party, you're going to be talking about this, that, and the other. But during that conversation, you may also get the opportunity, because they may ask you, what is it you do for work? That comes up in casual conversation. It does. And so that's the door opening right there for you to tell them exactly what it is you do and how you help those you work with. Okay. So keep that in mind, even during the holiday season. Okay. Now I want to invite you. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions about anything I shared today, please reach out. I'll be happy to answer your questions or have a conversation to talk about it a little bit more in depth. If that is something that you would like to do, just reach out to me. I'm happy to do that. But I also want to invite you, if you're not already a part of the Relationship Communications Networking community over on Facebook, head over to Facebook, type Relationships Communications in the search bar. It will bring up the group. It's a free group to be a part of. We would love to have you in there. It is a group of over 500 professionals, all around the world. And we, oh goodness, something happened to my slides. What happened? Sorry about that. Anyway, we, I don't know why this one's not working. We do a once a month networking mixer. My networking slide is not, my mixer slide is not working. So I'll just put this one back up there. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And of course, it made me small. Sorry. So again, I invite you to come join our community over on Facebook, Relationship Communications, and we do have a once a month networking mixer. Our next mixer is November 25th, which is next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I do hope you'll add that to your calendar and make plans to join us. And we're also having a special, actually, did it work? There we go. There's our networking mixer slide. Again, our networking mixer is next Tuesday, November 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And it just so happens that's my birthday. So come celebrate with me at the networking mixer, right? Not sure that we're going to be celebrating anything, but please come join us at the networking mixer next Tuesday. I would love to see you there. And also, we're doing a birthday celebration during the month of November, since my birthday is in November. Tiger Eye Solution is offering, if you go and buy a debit card off our website, tigereyesolution.com, it's there at the bottom, you will be entered into a drawing to win possibly 1 hour of a free service. That's $100 value for free. Okay, so head on over to our website, tigereyesolution.com, and purchase a debit card off of the pricing page, and you'll be entered into the drawing. The drawing takes place November 28th at 6 p.m. in the evening. It's going to be later in the evening, give you plenty of time to go purchase your debit card. And you can even wait and use your hours after the holiday season if that's what you want to do. That's perfectly fine. But if you purchase it now and then you win the drawing, you get a free hour of service for whatever it is you need us to do. So tigereyesolution.com, head over to the website and go ahead and purchase your debit card. Okay. Also, coming up in January is going to be the next time I do the Networking Method Launchpad. You do not want to miss this. It's a free 3-day event, and I believe it starts on January 14th. Will be day one. I do not have that slide put together as of yet, but it does start on January 14th. So go ahead and add that to your calendar. I also will make a post in the Facebook group for you to go ahead and sign up to attend the event. So January 14th will be day one of the Networking Method Launchpad. So you want to go ahead and save your seat where you will learn how to go from nothing to networking. I promise you will not regret attending this 3-day event, and it's free. It is absolutely free. So there's also bonuses and prizes involved, and homework. Yes, I give homework, and there's a workbook. So there's a lot of different additional pieces that you will get as well for free. It's all for free starting January 14th. You'll also, if you sign up, you will get invited to a private Facebook group where the actual training takes place. So you don't want to miss this. Go ahead and get signed up for that and add it to your calendar. That starts on January 14th of 2026. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week, and I'll see you again soon.